Okay, and Woody, Happy New Year's. And I just need to tell you this: stop being a pain in my ass. I'm being serious. No, I mean, really. No, I'm being serious, Woody. I mean, you're getting like Joe Gresham, Coach Gresham. When you see him, you just run. Woody, we love you, man.
Get him, Woody.
See you, Woody. Goodbye, Woody. See you. Bye. Bye. Happy New Year. Hello. Hello. Hold on, he'll be on in a minute. We're about to bring him on in a second. Good morning, Coach Coleman. How you doing, man?
Blowing up already. I'm doing great, DJ. Rodney, I'm doing great. How you guys doing?
Man, let's get back to talk about them fools over in East St. Louis, man. You know what? The only time I go to East St. Louis,
ran up on
the only time I go to East St. Louis twice a year. Let me tell you when I go. I go when we do a football game. If it's at East St. Louis High School, we do it for charter. Or I go to, I guess it's at Collinsville. No, it's at Collinsville. What is that with the golf course is on, the black one?
East St. Louis.
Grand Marine. Is that in East St. Louis?
That's in East St. Louis. Centerville, East St. Louis proper.
Okay, that's the same one?
Centerville, yeah.
I didn't know Centerville and East St. Louis be the same thing.
East St. Louis proper, so it's in the vicinity.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So that's the only two times I go there because I got a lot of food over there. Now, and then some great folks over there, too. Now, so everybody, see, they're going to be calling me saying, I'm dogging East St. Louis out. I'm treating them wrong. But I'm not. You know, and I even like Mayor Park. And he's a fool sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he really is. But that's okay. I like Parks, though. Fool, though. He's a fool, but I like him. Cowboy hat, stupid ass boots on. I do like that. All right, but let's talk about the fools over there, man, with you. Let's get it out. I mean, this is we're going to get it out today, Hubbard.
We're going there?
We're going there. We're going to get it out.
Let's
Ray
go.
Coleman, you got fired. You said that they were changing kids' grades. They say that you sent the letter up to me, the Illinois High School Association. I mean, in other words, they sent you a daggone whistleblower. Let's put it on the table. What the heck happened?
Well, now I am a whistleblower. I wasn't a whistleblower when I was fired. I wasn't a whistleblower when I was accused of it. But the whistleblowing that I did was within the internal operations. I witnessed the principal calling the teacher to change a grade, and I didn't think that was proper.
Hold on. So you actually saw the principal of the school?
Let me tell you exactly what happened.
Okay, well, tell me.
I was walking down the main hallway, and the student athlete was walking towards me with his mom. He had his progress report in his hand.
And we're not going to say
we're
the
not
student
gonna
athlete.
No,
we don't
not
set
going to
him
do it.
up.
We're not going to say the student athlete's name because he's
That's right.
a minor. We're not going to do that.
Right.
That's
Go
right.
ahead.
But the mother walked up to me and said, I believe my son is ineligible. So I looked at the progress report and I saw a couple F's on there. I said, well, I believe he is. I said, let's go take it to the principal. Took it to the principal. He looked at it and he said, oh, I know what you want me to do. And he called the teacher, one of the teachers.
Oh, no, he said that to you?
He said it to me and in front of the student.
I know what you want me to do.
I know what you want me to do without me asking. I'm saying, hey, look at this and tell me if this student is ineligible.
Okay.
Yeah, and instead of him saying that he's ineligible, he just looked at it and said, well, I know what you want me to do. So he called up, as a matter of fact, he called the English teacher, and got her on the phone and asked her to give the students some makeup work. And I couldn't hear what she was saying, but all I know is the grade went from an F to a D. And when the season was over, the grade went from a D back to an F.
Wow.
You know, and then I contacted the principal to talk to him about it, and he asked me what happened. I'm like, I don't know, because I don't believe in changing grades.
Right.
So
but
I don't have access to the computers to change the grades.
But Ray, I got to ask you this question, man. You know, we keep it real. When the principal said to you, "Oh, I know what you want me to do," why didn't you say, "No, you don't know what I want you to do"?
No, because
you know what I'm
saying? The type of person I am, I don't like confrontation right there on the spot. So I say right there on the spot. No, let me finish now. You don't have to agree with me, but at least let me tell my story.
I'm going to let you go ahead.
You know, when I got the principal by himself, I told him that wasn't proper, and he should not ever call a teacher about changing a grade.
Okay, I understand that.
Okay.
But you say confrontation, but you're talking about setting an example for a student athlete,
yes,
supposedly, right?
Right.
So if that's the case, I don't care what confrontation I have. What you say, Hub? I'm going to say immediately, hold on. No, I ain't saying that.
Record.
Right, I ain't saying that now. I ain't going behind no door. I'm going to say it in front of the student because now he don't assume that I'm part of this whole
I wanted to give the principal the benefit of the doubt at that time because the principal had come into my meetings. Mm-hmm. I invited him into my meetings. I used to have a lot of mentoring sessions with my kids, and he would come in and talk about the importance of grades and you're not going to act up and all that. So I wanted to give that principal the benefit of the doubt that I wasn't going to confront him in front of this student and the mom. So I gave him that.
Okay. Right. I'm just saying that's ridiculous.
Okay.
I hear you.
Hey, blame it on my head, not my heart. Okay. I would go there with you.
And we cool. And you my
That's
guy.
right. I don't have a problem with that.
You my boy.
Okay.
But I'm just saying I would have. First of all, I would have just pulled that. I understand where Ray coming from. I would have pulled that administrator to the side and said, "Hey, excuse me, can we talk for a minute?"
Right. But you do it immediately.
Yeah. I would have interrupted the meeting and said, "Excuse me, Mr. So-and-so, can we talk for a minute?" Stepped out the room, and I would have said, "Man, I'm not being involved in
part
that."
of that. Yeah. Because now you are.
Now I wouldn't front.
But remember, he picked up the phone and called her right on the spot.
I understand that. I understand. However, you can say, "Man,
I could have."
Said, "Man, look, I ain't in that."
There's always more than one way to skin a cat. So if I'm wrong for that, I'll take that.
I ain't saying you're wrong for it.
Okay.
I'm just saying I'd handle it differently. I mean,
gotcha.
Whatever you thought was in that situation. I mean, because you can't tell everybody how to react to situations.
It probably happened so fast.
Right.
You know, I'm for real. I'm in shock. I didn't believe because for one, a lot of the politicians didn't want me to have the job in the first place. Remember, this is coming on the heels of the football team losing out because they were playing at least one player who was ineligible. So
that's that one. Is that one story?
When we lost, no, it was something different.
Yeah,
that was a kid who got in trouble.
Yeah,
but they allowed him. They still suspended the whole team.
Yeah,
right.
Playoffs. Okay.
Well, it was the same kid. The kid was in trouble. And the media picked up on the fact that he was in trouble with the cousin with the armed robbery or some kind of robbery. Mm-hmm. But the father was an assistant football coach, and they say he was living in the wrong place. Okay, and so the football team ended up losing games on forfeit. And if you arrived in that school building when the team found out that they were not going to be able to play, and it was like a funeral, like somebody had died.
Right.
Okay. So on the heels of that, me coming in, the principal said, "This is a good time for you to come in because we know your record is impeccable and you're not going to stand for any of these shenanigans."
Okay, hold on. So the principal brings you in because he says of your high moral character.
Exactly.
And then he started displaying no character.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely. And then signing off on the athletic director firing me for on false pretenses. And then say he didn't fire me. But his name is on the letter along with the athletic director. But he said he didn't fire me, but since he was going to retire.
The principal have no oversee over the
exactly. He said since he was retiring, that he didn't think it was fair to leave me with the athletic director because we didn't get along.
All right. Well, we're going to take a break. Before we go to break, I got to ask you this last question here. All right. The principal, athletic director, and that whole deal. Now, I hear that you have parents going against you because you fight for them kids not getting the grades changed. And I hear that the politicians was after you. I mean, it's like that you was like the man that everybody wanted to go against.
Well, in our community, we have unfortunately accepted wrong for so long that we're now accepting wrong for right.
Okay, but why now? People gonna come out and say you sour, man. That's sour grapes. You got fire going about your business, man. You know how we do business over here. We've been doing it like this for years. Shut up, man. Why you tripping?
Well, I went into the position and sacrificed a lot of my time. You know, I only got paid $5,800 to coach. But I went in there to help teach these kids not only how to win on the basketball court, but how to win off the basketball court. So I had a mission. I think it was a good one. And just because I got fired from coaching, it doesn't mean that I still can't minister to the kids and say that, hey, we need to set a higher standard for our student athletes in the classroom as well as their behavior.
Ray Coleman, the former head basketball coach for East St. Louis Flyers, man. We got him in the studio live. We're going to be taking calls. When we coming back, you can give us a call at 969-1041.
On the other side, 618-399-1041.
And you can go right head mano a mano with Mr. Coleman here and talk to him about what's the deal, why is it. But you know what? My whole deal is just like, when I come back, man, the kid can't read. These kids can't read, can't write, non-functionable. How the hell are you going to let these kids skip through stuff like that? And we're putting together a society of non-functionable young black men.
But they're good players. Just won the Collinsville Holiday Tournament over the weekend. Great players. So we're exploiting the kids, right? I mean, that's exploitation, right?
I don't care. No doubt about it. So we always want to talk about the white man doing our kids in.
But we're doing it to ourselves in this one, right?
God. Yeah. Yes, sir. No doubt. Demetrious Johnson.
Rodney,
How's your boy? 969-1041.
On the little side, 618.
Give us a call, man. You can go mano a mano with Ray Coleman. He's going to talk it.
Yeah,
we're going to keep it real. We'll be right back.
Not going out on New Year's Eve, you'll just be kicking it on New Year's Day. Well, turn us on and let the Hot 104.1 Hot Squad mixers do work on themselves for you, STL. DJ Cut, DJ Charlie Tan, DJ Chris, DJ Sir Thurl.
What happened,
man? We here on 104.1. Hot 104.1. Ray Coleman. That's Ray Coleman. Been interviewed by Demetrious Johnson and Rodney Hubbard. St. Louis, December 30, 2012. Black Mr. Ray Coleman on Hot 104.1.